Hey there, and welcome to Pressy to Chat, the show where we discuss topics revolving around games and other nerdy pop culture things like anime or comics, but mostly gaming. I had never set up for this channel, but I realized the videos weren't particularly interesting, so I want to try something different going forward. I'm not taking down the previous videos, but they are going to change and hopefully improve. Well, let's roll out our new intro. Hey there, welcome to Pressy to Chat, a channel where we discuss nerdy things left and right. I'm your host, Gunneroo. What an intro, it's such attention gained. Anyways, they didn't do in the Paladins video.
They figured that out from the title.
And guess what it's about?
It's in the title and thumbnail.
If you guess Paladins Races, then yours is correct.
Because you basically gave them the answer.
Huh? Who keeps talking? Anyways, let's get started here with what the races are. Huh? Who are you?
Why, I'm Gunyan, meow.
Gunyan?
Now hereby declare myself your co-host, meow.
Ugh. Gunner and Gunyan, no one's gonna like that. Do you always say meow before you finish talking?
I try not to do it often, meow.
Please try harder, you furball.
I promise.
That pun was so forced. Also, is your name a pun of mine?
I've been watching you from outside when you stream, and I'm a fan. I'm a wild cat and had no name, but you sort of gave me one, meowster.
You can call me Gun and I'll call you Gunyan.
Really? Meow.
Yeah, now let's get this show on the road. Can't waste more time on arguing with you, furball.
Right. Wait, furball. Meow. How rude.
Shut it. Now we're going alphabetically, and up first, abyssal creatures. Creatures that inhabit the abyss. They come in a variety of colors. Some have horns, as seen in ROM. Abyssal creatures have ranking differences. High-ranking ones are known as Abyssal Lords. The Abyssal Lords are Dredge, Rom, and Ceres is probably one. Not specifically mentioned, but I assume she is. And also not canon to the lore, but Abyssal Echoes. Echoes were during the Halloween event a few years back. They were summoned by Dredge. These Echoes are Nightmare Fernando, Daywalker Vivian, Death Speaker Ying, Full Moon Victor. The lowest rankings don't really have a unique title. Examples for these guys are found in the following card and splash arts. In the ROM card Apocalypse, there's some unnamed flying creatures. In Furia's splash art for her base color there are unnamed abyssal beasts. Our next race are the Ancients. They're the second oldest living race in the realm. Yagoroth implies this with some interactions between her and Makoa. The only known ancient at the moment is Makoa. All ancients could potentially be anthropomorphic marine creatures. Sorry, I said that twice. I don't know why. But yeah, there could be, but that's just merely my speculation. Ancients could be a variety of things.
Can I explain the next two?
I don't see why not. What the hell was that for?
Oh, I'm allowed to make cat puns, not you, meow.
Okay, sorry, jeez.
Since you get it, I'll forgive you this once. Anyways, the next race is the Construct. It's not official, but some fans are coined it. They were originally inanimate objects that were brought to life. The known constructs are Bolt, Bomb King, and Nara and Terminus, meow. Yes, Nara and Terminus fall into this category, mainly because of the ways that Gala were originally born into the realm. Other examples for potential constructs are found in the following cards: Bomb King's Air Blast card, Fernando's Heat Transfer and Incinerate cards, Grok's Evolve card, and Nara's Living Stone and Caretaker cards, Ruckus's At the Ready, No Chill and Air Cooled cards, Terminus's Abomination and Power Slave cards. Darkness is the next race, meow. Also referred as the Maw. The Maw seems to be some sort of high-flying group. As stated by Evil Mojo, Yagoroth is a part of Darkness, but separate at the same time. They have their own personalities but still achieve the Maw's main goal: consumption for sustenance. Not original for the realm, but somewhere out in space. The members include Bora and Yagoroth.
On to my personal favorite fantasy race, dragons. What does it say? They're large, scaly winged creatures. Dragons are in the realm are resembling to European dragons. They once ruled over the realm until a mage learned to command them. This mage would eventually become the first warder, and the warders are mages with the ability to command dragons. There's not actual playable dragons, but there are some known and mentioned dragons, and there's an ancient dragon in the Realm Divided cinematic, Amani's dragon, and Drago's old master, who is mentioned, but we don't actually see him. The other example of dragons are found in some of Dragos' cards. In his Bass card, there's a small dragon. In his Condensation card, there's a large dragon. In his Follow the Scent card, there is, I guess, a dragon that's sniffing things, smelling something. There's a Poison dragon in his Lung Capacity card. There's a dragon breathing fire in his Rain of Fire card. And some EV cards. They're both Frost dragons, but they appear in two different cards. One of them Killing Frost, and the other in the Cold Blooded card. Again, these are for EVs. These are EVs cards. Deities are next on our list. Beings with otherworldly powers, not so specifically, but they could be considered gods. These members include two playable characters, Io and Genos, and a non-playable character which we haven't seen yet, Wakono.
Dwarves are next! A main staple in many fantasy settings. They're short, stocky, human-like creatures. The only non-dwarf in-game is Barrack. Other examples for dwarves are found in Barrack's Bowling Ball and Red Street cards. With very little info, elementals are next! Meow. Creatures with the ability to control elements, meow, as the name would suggest. All the creatures in the realm. This is stated by Worm Mama. Yagara. They can be tracked in gemstones, after which have their powers used by the holder of the gemstone. The only known elemental is found inside Eevee's gemstone.
I'll carry on. Elves are the next race. Human-like creatures, beautiful with pointy ears. It was stated by Evil Mojo there are other differences, but they haven't really explained or mentioned what they are. The known elves are Sky, Torvald, King, Bolera, and Bora. Bora is no longer an elf. Alright, fairies. By examples given so far by Evil Mojo, fairies are humanoid creatures with butterfly-like wings. Most come from the Enchanted Forest. Have short lifespans, and their numbers are dwindling currently. Are constantly at war with the encroachment of modern civilization. The only playable fairy is Willow. There are other examples of fairies, and they are all in Willow's card arts. The Photosynthesis card, there's a Cyan fairy. In the Flitter card, but it's a yellow fairy. Flora, there's a fairy in the ground. Germination, there's a yellow fairy that's in the ground. In the Hijinks card, there's a wild fairy. In the Hummingbird, there's an orange winged fairy. Just Believe, there's a large pink fairy. In the Nectar card, there's another Cyan fairy. In the Shenanigans card, there's a blue fairy. In the Sprightly card, there's a grown fairy, or an adult fairy. In the Sprouts card, there's a fairy wearing armor. In the Twilight, there is a possible young fairy.
My turn, yeah. Goblins, like in most other works of fantasy, goblins are small bipedal creatures. All around, goblins seem to be green. They're responsible for the goblin? What? Goblin scourges. In the modern age realm, they are peaceful. Mostly live in the Crosswind Hold, specifically the Splitstone Quarry, and Four Man's Rise. Most work as miners, meow. The known goblins are ruckus. Other examples of goblins are found in the following cards. Dragos' Fuel Tank card, Makoa's Surf card, Ruckus' Extended Magazines, and First Class cards. Humans! Woo! Humans are fun! There's really no explanation needed. The known members are Ash, Atlas, Buck, Cassie, Scorvus, Evie, Fernando, Amani, Karn, Khan, Kanessa, Koga, Lex, Leon, Maeve, Shaolin, Octavia, Strix, Tyra, Victor, and Vivian.
Alright, continuing on, we go on to Lepori, anthropomorphic rabbit-like creatures, primarily live in underground caverns known as the Burrows. The Burrows are a location in the Enchanted Forest region of the realm. They have the ability to transform things. They are capable of using familiars. An example would be Moji's dragon. The only playable Lepori at the moment is Moji. The other examples of Lepori are found in the following card art. They are in Cozy, Fluffy, Greater Good, Morning Breath, Peppy, Shimmering, and Wobbles. Continuing on, Orcs, more fantasy staples. Orcs are bipedal creatures similar to goblins but larger. Unlike goblins, orcs come in different sizes and colors. They live in tribes. The only notable and mentioned tribe in the game are the Red River Orcs. They have chieftains for leaders. The only playable orc right now at the moment is Grok, who is also the chieftain of the Red River Orcs. There are other examples of orcs in the following card arts. One for Andraxis, Seething Hatred, one for Fernando, Dire Need, in Khan's Successive Force card, in Lexus the Hunted card, in Ceres' Essence Rip, I don't know why I said Essence Rip, Terminus, the Hulking Monstrosity.
Scoutrin are next! I have no idea why I sang that part, but anyways, Scoutrin are humanoid creatures with tails and horns on their head. They hide their tails and shave off their horns due to the Scoutrin facing immense discrimination in the realm currently. They're generally peaceful and have high amounts of magic. Most of their magic involves rune magic. They used to live in the Temple Isles region of the realm. Because of this, during the Goblin Scourges, they were relatively safe and possibly did not help the realm defend itself during this time. This is one of the reasons they were discriminated against. Most of the Scoutrin in current day realm have fled the Temple Isles because its protector, Mokoa, left the island and helped the realm during the current conflict between the Magistrate and the Paladins. The three known Scoutrin at this time are Talus, Moldamba, and Batu. Although Moldamba is a former Scoutrin, he is now transformed, which I'll explain in a minute. Other examples are found in the following cards: Maves, Cut and Run, On Edge, and Savagery cards. One of Octavia's cards, Entrenched. A lot of Talus' cards, Carry Through, Daredevil, Evanescence, Guts, Perseverance, Relic Affinity, Revitalize, and Spirited. Speaking of Spirited, our next race are the Spirits. If the unofficial title for characters with spirit-like qualities, one of these such characters is Grober. That sentence made no sense, I apologize. Other spirit examples are found in the following cards: Rocks Hunting and Phantom cards, Maldama's Spirits Touch and Swift Spirits cards, Moji's Glimmer, Greater Good, and Will-O-Wisp cards, Ceres' Bane, Dustwalker, Ebon Dynamic, Essence Rip, and Wickedness cards, Terminus' 8 Wakes cards, and Ying's Decay card.
Okay, it's the Gala, a race of sentient stone creatures that were originally created during the Goblin Scourges. Only known members are Inara and Terminus. Not many Stigala are left. So other examples of other Stigalas are found in Fernando's Incinerate, Grok's Evolve, Inara's Living Stone, Caretaker, Terminus' Abomination, and Power Slave cards. Okay, moving on. The Tigron. The Tigron are a race of anthropomorphic felines. There are two known Tigron, one being a full Trigon, Tiberius, and the other one being half Tigron and half human, Maeve. Other Trigon examples are found in the following card. At the moment, there's only one card. That is Tiberius's Bragging Rights card.
Transformed. The characters are originally human or other living creatures that were transformed into something else. The only known transformed characters are Andro. He became this after being afflicted by a curse that forces him to consume souls because he has a hunger for them. This happened after he was tricked by an abyssal entity, which isn't Ceres, as most people would assume, or it probably is her, as some people would assume. Furia, who was originally human, known as Sarah, after her sister was sacrificed, she prayed the Eternal Pyre. Eternal Pyre! And they answered, and they gave her the strength to do so. She became the Angel of Vengeance, Furia. Genos, after ascending into the stars many years ago, began to understand its power and its many cosmic wonders. Moldamba, chosen by Volcano's champion, who transformed him from a Squadron to a messy snake man, which is super gross if you ask me, meow. Mondama snake possibly can transform as well. It could also be used as Rahika Riken as well. Kano, I don't know. Ooh, I don't care. Who really does care? I know I don't, because snakes are nasty and dumb. Terminates. After I shattered him, he was resurrected as a slave. This was a magistrate. Currently under the influence of Scorbit. I was gonna say Scorbus. Who is Scorbus? Nobody knows! I'm an idiot. Hey, that wasn't originally in the script. Anyways, moving on. Serge, I can't talk! I don't know why! Gon, your script is stupid. I can't read it right. Sarah is originally known as Abby. She was a sacrifice to the Abyss, who became possessed by an Abyssal entity. We took the name of the village this happened in. I feel like my two have taken too much time. Yeah, I pushed that one too much. Smile! Meow. I wanted to add my own flair here, because I was getting bored. Bored of believing Io had abandoned other worshippers of Io. And seeing around pushing himself into destruction, turned to the Maw. The Maw answered and gave her the power to destroy the realm, which so desperately wished its own destruction. If you ask me, that's a bit cray. And she has nice decision-making skills. Humans are so dumb sometimes. Rich, originally a human named Jude Roberts, after he stole the warrior's relics, basically Amani's gauntlets. The dragon also deemed him unworthy of these relics, so it proceeded to kill him. And the Abyssal Lord Dredge made a contract with Jude, in which Jude will be brought back to life, but possessed by Dredge. I do wonder, is that squid thing tasty? I bet it is. I like fishy things.
Ignoring your new commentary, please move on.
Okay, boss man. I'll move on. Undead are next. Undead, I mean. These are characters that were brought to life. In some cases through possession. The known undead characters are Dredge, Ceres, and Terminus. Other undead characters could potentially be found in the following cards. Dredge's Sea Dogs, Rom's Apocalypse, and Ceres' Revenant cards.
Bullpine, anthropomorphic fox-like creatures. Their homeland is the Bright Marsh. Most of them have left the Bright Marsh to either serve the Magistrate or Paladins as medics. Pip left them for adventure and not to be a medic and stuff like that. Almost all Bullpine are highly skilled alchemists, most of them specializing in curative potions. They are mostly pacifists by nature. It was stated by Evil Mojo that their healing is similar to Maldama's healing. The only playable Bullpine is Pip and Pepper when you use the Pepper skin. There are other examples of a Bullpine in Pip's cards, Escape Artist, From Above, Shrewd Move. There's also other Bullpines in the picture spawn throughout Bright Marsh spawn area. There's a Doctor Bullpine, a female Bullpine, a fluffy Bullpine, Bullpine wearing glasses, a cloaked Bullpine, a Bullpine farmer, Bullpine family, and a Bullpine gardener. Wyvern are our next and final race. Wyvern are similar to dragons but smaller. It's my assumption, but Wyverns seem to be based on Wyverns, and Wyverns in lore are smaller than dragons. They're also bipedal. Bipedal means they don't have. They stand on 2 feet versus standing on 4 legs. Also, Wyverns don't have arms, they just have wings. And one of the other differences between dragons and Wyverns, aside from their size, is that a Wyvern's tail ends in a diamond shape. The only known Wyvern in the game is Drogo's. The other Wyverns are found only in the following card. For Tiberius, the Crowd Pleaser card.
Woo! We did it, Gun! We finally did it! We finished! I'm sorry for this to be over!
So, you didn't like this experience?
What? I did! I loved every minute of it!
But you were just complaining.
No, think we accomplished some youch.
Okay then, well, thanks so much.
For pressing A to chat.